Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Frank, thank you for that introduction. I'm Cavalier, Mayor of the city of Milwaukee, and this is not my first time here with the partners of Mobos here. I'm not really good with time anymore. It's my job, so it's up and down and left and right, and I'm always on the go, so I hardly know what day it is many times. But I know this is not my first time here. As a matter of fact, I had the opportunity to come here and meet a young man who spent some time behind bars and then got a second chance and came out, rehabilitated, and started giving back, serving his community, and trying to turn things around, not just for himself, but really for all of Milwaukee, especially for folks who are trying to reintegrate back to society. That young man, his name is Adam Purcell, and you might have seen some of the recent coverage about me and Adam here. Yeah, you give him a round of applause. I had the opportunity to again meet him here, and I was thoroughly impressed. I was thoroughly impressed with him. I was thoroughly impressed with what he was seeking to do, what he was doing, turning his life around in service to the people of Milwaukee. I mean, this is after having served more than 20 years behind bars, and something that he's very upfront about. And I know a little bit about that, not because I spent time behind bars myself, but because, like many people in this room, or many people who have spent time in incarceration, I know there are challenges out there, right? People face difficulties sometimes, and I know this. And I know this because I grew up in Milwaukee. I was just telling a story that I was a kid who lived in a low-income family, in a low-income neighborhood in 53206 zip code. We moved around so much when I was a kid, so much. I mean, I went to 6 different elementary schools, 6. And I will tell you, that is not a recipe for success. I do not recommend 0 stars. Don't do it. Don't try it. It's not fun. When you're a kid getting plucked from one neighborhood to another neighborhood, getting plucked from one school, and having to go to another school. Outside of that, I mean, I've seen and experienced me and my family some of the other challenges that many people in this room and beyond have faced in the city. Like, I know what it's like to be hungry, right? I mean, I got a number of siblings. I can remember a time where there was nothing to eat in the house except for a potato and a piece of bread with some syrup, right? And I'm the second oldest, so it didn't go to me. It went to my younger siblings. They had the chance to eat. Boy, what I would have not have given to have a plate like y'all got tonight back then. And I was hungry. But I know those challenges. Before we got to this day and age where the energy is kind of generous and allows the heat to stay on, or there's a moratorium where they can't turn it off, rather. I know what it's like when they could turn it off when it was getting chilly outside, and having lived through that. And what it was like when it got darker earlier and you didn't have energy and you're running around the house with candles trying to. This is before cell phones, right? So I didn't have the flashlights. So you got candles running around trying to see what's what. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to live in a house where you're transient, you move around, you get into a beef with the landlord, as our downstairs neighbors did in a duplex that I lived on with my mom on 24th Place in Locust, just north of Locust, and the downstairs neighbors, because they're beefing with the landlord, they set the landlord's property on fire with us inside of it. Right? We were inside, we were upstairs, and they set the place on fire. Because I'm mayor and I zip around to neighborhoods all over the city, I just had a flashback the other day. There's this incredible development that's trying to get off the ground to create a resource center in the former Legacy Bank over on Fond du Lac North Avenue. And when I was making my way there, I saw a corner store over on 20th or 21st Street, not terribly far off. And I had this image that popped back to my head that when I was a kid and my older brother had gotten into it with some some kids at his middle school, and we saw them when we were making our way to the corner store one night. I can remember him telling me, and I remember seeing them on the porch. He said, Cavalier, those are some guys I'm beating with at school. They're probably going to beat us up. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? They're going to beat me up? I didn't know these kids. He's like, well, you're with me, so like, yeah, like it's going to go down, and they're going to try to beat both of us up. And so we go to the corner store, and we had a plan. This was in wintertime. He said when we got to a certain point, we were going to just book and run home. So when I was younger, I was faster, as we all were. I was a little faster than my older brother, apparently. And so we got to the tree, and we booked it. And my heart is racing. I'm trying not to get beat up by kids I don't even know. And I'm thinking my older brother, it was his plan. I'm thinking like he's right behind me, and he slipped on some ice. And he didn't make it home. I get to the house, and I turn around, and he's not there. I was right beside me. He's sitting down the corner because he slipped on the ice, and he's like in pain. And then he gets surrounded by this group of guys, and they're just stomping him into the ground. Right? Just stomping my brother into the ground. I went at my mom, who, my daughter's back there, know as Anna today. But when I was growing up, she was needy, and she wasn't nothing to play with. And got all that taken care of. But I say that to say, like, I know the challenges, right? I've been threatened to be shot. Speaking about my brother, right now, at this moment, he's behind bars. He's been out of jail, out of prison, basically since he was able to go as a teenager. So, like, that affects me. I mean, think about it, right? I'm the mayor of the largest city in Wisconsin, and my older brother is right now behind bars, right? It affects all of us. It affects all of us. But this is why I'm so encouraged by you all, because unlike my brother, at least to this point in his life, you all are taking amongst yourselves to get paired with mentors, to find your next way, to take advantage of your second chance, to make the most of yourself. And when you make the most of yourself and you do better for yourself, you get kids, like your kids benefit from that, your neighborhoods benefit from that, your other relationships with your parents and whomever else you know, all those relationships get better. And ultimately what happens is that our neighborhoods and our city gets better because you are there. So that's what I want to come here to say is like, you guys, I believe in you, the city believes in you, and I want each and every single one of you to do well. And I think this place in particular, it means a lot as it relates to creating an example for somebody who can do well, because you all gave a round of applause for Adam. And I think Adam will tell you that if he is able to overcome, if he is able to do better, if he's able to take advantage of the second chance and get back, that he knows, and I do, that each and every single person in this room and beyond can do the same thing. I believe in Partners for Hope. I believe in the power of rehabilitation. I believe in second chances, so much so to the point that as a member of the city council when I was there, I supported a rule change for the city where we banned the box, right? I supported a rule change when I was on the county council to make sure that people, even if they had, convictions in their past, they could still purchase city-owned property so you can turn it into your own home, right? Create some stability in your lives. I believe in it so much so that even though it may have been controversial to some people, actually hired Adam Purcell, actually hired him to be our city's violence prevention efforts. So I say that to say that I believe in you, I believe in the power of this work, and I would encourage each and every single one of you